Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Wizard of Legend on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries, and in this episode we're continuing on our full Chaos run with Awe as our cloak. Last episode we successfully managed to take down Thunder Twins, which was really nice for me because starting with Thunder Twins is always how I would prefer to actually start these runs. And yeah, from here we're just attempting to continue on through the Earthen Sanctuary. I'm not entirely sure, but I want to say that you're only during a full Chaos run, you're only allowed to buy one Chaos Arcana per two rooms. Ooh, the electrifying smock. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, as Annotation Gerdat mentions for like the fourth time now, the reason why we're running Awe is because of the critical hit bonuses that it grants us alongside the Insignia of Legend. One of the more interesting relics that we've been slowly picking up off screen, sadly, is the Painter's Tools series of relics, which gives you some pretty significant passive bonuses if you decide to run them, according to how much of your collection of Arcana is complete. So the one that we're actually looking for during this run is the Fiery Paintbrush, because Fiery Paintbrush gives you a percentile-based bonus of 2 raw damage for each Fire Arcana that you have, not for each Fire Arcana you have purchased, but I think it's for every 3 you have purchased, you get an additional percentile point of damage. So since we have, what is it? We have about 2/3 of all of the Arcana in the game, so I really like how effective the Painter's Tools series of Arcana ends up being for you. The Fiery Paintbrush is the second best one. The one that I think is actually the best is the Earth Easel, which gives you a percentile chance to automatically evade attacks for each Earth Arcana you have unlocked.
Ooh, auto evade.
Yes, auto evade is very nice. It's why one of the relics that we end up getting quite a lot on screen specifically is the Tabby. The Antiquated Tabby just gives you a flat, I think it's 8% chance to evade damage. It's very nice.
Now that's including chaos.
It's supporting chaos, not really including. You may notice that while I'm using the Chaos Reaper, that sometimes I've actually got this little charge bar show up above my head. That is because the Chaos Reaper not only has a relatively fast normal attack, it's got a full charge combo tied to it as well, which when fully charged does the multiple sweep move that you see. It is honestly very nice.
Yes.
Alright, so
based on Legend
Absolute
of Zelda.
Finale. Absolute Finale isn't anywhere near as good as it sounds, but it is pretty damn cool all the same. You fire out this little black orb, and if it makes contact with an enemy, it expands into a massive area damage attack. It doesn't do all that much damage, but it doesn't need to. It just needs to be cool,
Absolute Finale.
Unfortunately, we got too close to the portal there, so we ended up teleporting away before Pinata was actually fully dealt with. Thankfully, though, we still got the coins for it. So.
Stupid dirt face. I am impressed that after 19 parts of Wizard of Legend and Rocket Commentaries, that I still find it funny that the character can just smash his face into anything that is not an enemy or a wall, and the thing will just disintegrate.
Well, it's all specifically to a push not necessarily the narrative, but the chance of actually getting additional resources. Much like as you brought up before, Castlevania does quite a bit. The Dagger of Midas. For how much extra gold you've got, you get additional damage. Unfortunately, we've effectively turned it off by buying the electrifying smock. The electrifying smock is honestly really interesting because I'm pretty sure this is the one that gives all of our Arcana a chance to inflict the stun status, and you know how much I love the stun status.
Yes. It's a lot of fun when you're inflicting stun.
Yes, it is. I'm not entirely sure if the electrifying smock doubles the chance to inflict stun, which means it doesn't actually work with any of our stuff because none of our stuff actually inflicts stun natively. Well, that's not true. The Dragon Descent actually inflicts stun, so.
Note to self: save for bosses.
All right. What do we got here? Yeah, another collection of warden statues, if you will.
The statues of Zippity Zap Bing Bob Beep Boop Beep. They will attack you if you're not paying attention. Destroy them quickly and you will be safe.
So many disruption beams. That is a cursed stiletto. The cursed stiletto, I think. I totally forget what the trade-off in the cursed stiletto is, but I'm pretty sure it's effectively a more powerful version of the assassin's blade, with a trade-off tied to it. And the assassin's blade gives you more damage when you are attacking enemies inflicted with status conditions. So. And no, I'm not going to pick it up because you can't get rid of cursed artifacts when you pick them up, except by one very specific method that, although is honestly relatively nice, is also not something that I ever want to actually go into a run hoping to do. Oy. What I'm referring to there is
a cursed item with
we could actually. We're not going to get enough money, but Nox has the ability to grant you the cursed mimic as a relic, which consumes all of the relics in your inventory, and then gives you a percentile damage increase for each relic consumed by it. And that is one of the only ways that I think you can use in order to get rid of cursed relics in your inventory.
So the general idea here is that a curse is a curse. It can give you demonic powers, but at the cost of your soul.
Well, not your soul, but your safety. That's what a majority of the curse relics actually attempt to trade. You gain some pretty significant powers, but you end up being also less safe for it. The Flak Gauntlet. This is one of the Parry relics, and unfortunately, I am very, very bad at them. I think the Flak Gauntlet it's either the Flak Gauntlet or the Bracer that allows you to press forward into an attack in order to automatically parry it. The thing is, successfully doing so is more difficult than I'm willing to learn how to do. So.
Yeah, it strikes me that parrying attacks in this game is not going to be as reliable or as fun as just dodging them. Because the attack animations in this game
are very fast.
Very fast.
For the most part, there are a lot of more cinematic attack animations that are definitely worth looking into, but aren't exactly ones that I would recommend trying to build around. There's one that I brought up recently that was called Heroic Leap. I like running Heroic Leap, but I don't like building around it because it's extremely risky to attempt to build around it.
And what have we learned, everybody, is play to your comfort level.
And to your advantages.
The most uncomfortable part of this game is just learning what's good, what's not so good, what do you want to concentrate on, what do you want to avoid, because you're going to be stumbling quite a bit along those lessons. But then once you get grounded in the game, then it is not going to feel like it's out of your hands.
So, as Annotations Gerdat mentioned there, we avoided the Vampire Fangs specifically because we've been relying on them a lot. Oh, look, we got the Tears of Midas, which increases the drop rate of gold. Of
money.
Unfortunately, we are just shy of being able to buy. I wouldn't want Arcane Intervention here. I would want the Mortal Coil. Mortal Coil is a really cool one. We've shown it off a little bit before, but we're just shy for it. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to buy Cabby's. Yep, we're going to buy Cabby's Cinnamon Hots, and we've shown this one off before as well, where it generates additional Blaze Dragons while we're doing our normal combos. The Chrono Glove I'm not entirely sure on, and I probably shouldn't have bought it, but oh well, we bought it. Let's deal with Atlas. Hey, Atlas.
Earth Lord Atlas.
So we've fought Atlas a bunch of times. I think the Elemental Lord that we actually end up fighting the least during the playthrough, since we are just about ready to finish it, is actually Shu, which is fine by me because Shu is one of the Elemental Lords that I'm not honestly all that well practiced against. So, yeah.
I guess you got lucky.
Kind of. In the next episode, we will finish up our full Chaos run. Be safe, everybody.